me see. What I want to do is show a few things right here, right quick, if you don't mind. I'm gonna go into it right quick. This right here, what I'm showing, this is haplogroup EP2, also known as E1b1. It says this paternal clade had an ancient presence in the Middle East. Now we know where the Middle East is, which is North Africa, mainly Israel. That's my main point. Let me just jump to the point. All right, Middle East, and is now primarily distributed in Africa, where it is believed to have originated. That's what they want you to believe, that this DNA came out of Africa. Psych. With lower frequencies in the Middle East and Europe. So you have lower frequencies, like they said, in the Middle East. You don't have a lot of our people in the Middle East, but you have a lot of... baby, what happened? This child... Oh, my child just now smashed his finger up on this thing. Sorry about that. Yeah, so in the Middle East, it isn't us who is in the Middle East, but when they say E1b1, this is actually talking about our brother. And I'll prove this to you right quick. What I'm gonna do is tap into this at the bottom here, where we see haplogroup right on top here. It says E1. It says EP2 right there, right? That's another name for E1b1. Now E1b1, I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you right now, direct. E1b1 is actually Isaac. Isaac in the Bible. Isaac's father was Abraham. Abraham carried a Y chromosome DNA, which is EM96. That's the ancestor of EP2. Now, when you scroll on down here, where you see descendants right there, bang, right next to it, you have EV38. Let's click EV38. I'm going to open it up. And then when you roll on down, you see where it says here, EV38 are two basal branches, EM329. Okay, that's also E1b1a. And then it says here EM2 and EM2. EM2 is another name for E1b1a also. Just for us to understand right quick. Okay. Let's scroll on down. If you open it up, it'll show you descendants is EM2, which is, scroll on down here, another name for E1b1a. Okay, where you see where it's distributed. You can see where these people are distributed. It says it is primarily distributed in sub-Saharan Africa. EM2 is the predominant subclade in Western Africa, Central Africa, Southern Africa, and African Great Lakes, and occurs at moderate frequency in North Africa and Middle East. You see that? So, a little bit of our people in North Africa, and a little bit of people in Middle East, but the majority in West Africa, Central Africa, Great Lakes, and South Africa. EM2 has several subclades, but many of these subgroups, subhaplogroups, are included in either EL845 or EU175, all of which falls under EM2 or E1b1a. Okay, it's just said the majority just fall under those two, because me personally, I understand what that means. I know what that means. That means exactly what the Most High said, that the seed of David, which are from the tribe of Judah, and the Levites, that he will multiply them, and their tribes will be bigger than the other 12 tribes, and the other tribes that are under Jacob, that are a part of 12 tribes. So you got the Levites, and you got the Judeans or the Judites, the Jews, original. Not them Caucasian pagans over there now, I'm going to be real. Them people, them stole your nationality. That's the biggest nation among all black people. They're the biggest tribes, actually, among all black people. Let me read on down. We go on down, boom, boom. It said, especially EM2, meaning E1b1a, is especially common in native African-speaking Niger, Congo languages, and was spread through southern and eastern Africa through what? The Bantu expansion. Therefore, we know that the Bantu people are E1b1a also. That's the majority of people in Africa. Now, the Bantu people, we took over the land from those original Africans that was in that land. We are not the original people of that certain parts of Africa, such as West, East, South. You see what I'm saying? Central Africa. We met pygmy people there, all throughout Africa, which are the original Canaanites. You know, we kicked them out of the land. They went in Africa. They've been there before we came there. And then you got the pygmies, like I said. You got the Khoisan, and the Khoisan are from South Africa. These are also Hamites. These people are Hamites. You have the Nilotics, they are Hamites. They have a DNA which is Y chromosome A and B. Okay, as you know, all the Ham children was actually older than Jacob children, because Jacob was born, hundreds of years after Ham. Ham already had his sons. So they some of the oldest people on earth, especially the Khoisan people. DNA will prove this. That's how I know DNA is real. I want most Israelites to wake up to this knowledge, because there's something going around where we just claiming anyone to be our people, which it don't really make no sense. Those native Indians, this and that, they really ain't our people, really and truly. You have some people among them that are our people, and you also had some indigenous Hebrew Israelites that was among those people. Those people are actually the children of I don't want to say direct who they are, you know what I mean, like that, because it was a mixture of them. All of those native people that came over there are not even the same people, because they carry different Y chromosomes, meaning different paternal lineage. A lot of them are Ammonites. I'm gonna put it like that, okay? People from Siberia, Tibetan, all of them are one people. So let's scroll on down. So we're looking at EM2, right? Scroll on down. If you hit distribution here, it'll let you know among certain people in Africa, you're gonna call their name. That is my main point today. Let me just go back and just jump to my point. Okay, what we're looking at is our ancestor is E1b1 at the top. That's Isaac, like I said. I'm gonna prove it. Let's go at the bottom here where it says distribution. We got this word here say Natufian. Natufian fossils, meaning the skeletal bones that were analyzed for ancient DNA, were found to carry the paternal haplogroup E1b1. Okay, and under E1b1, I showed you E1b1a came under that. I suppose to show you the next one next to it, which is the brother of E1b1a, or brother of E1, or the brother of EM2, which is EM215, which is E1b1b. Now this is Esau according to the Bible, guys. I always knew this for so much years, right? And I wanted to make this video, but oh man, life's so dangerous. Life be so busy sometimes dealing with these 3 kids. I get 3 boys, so you know it ain't easy. This haplogroup is now found mostly. What I'm reading here is Natufian. Yeah, Natufian fossils that were analyzed for ancient DNA were found to carry the paternal haplogroup E1b1. Okay, so E1b1a falls under E1b1, and E1b1b falls under E1b1. So that's Esau and Jacob. I'm gonna prove this. Let me scroll on down here. No, let's stay right back up here. Let's hit Natufian. Let's see who these Natufian fossils were. Let's see where they found these fossils of our people. All right, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Natufian culture is a late Epiolithic archaeological culture that existed from that's the time what they say. They're trying to mix up the time. They don't know these times. They actually know the time, but they don't want people to know. They don't want to tell the truth about it. In the Levant. In Levant meaning Middle East area, and specific Israel. The culture was unusual in that it supported a sedentary or semi-sedentary population even before the introduction of agriculture. Now the sedentary meaning that we wasn't nomadic. In other words, we wasn't a people to be moving back and forward. We was a people that settled in one area and stayed there for a long period of time. Let me scroll on down real quick. Some evidence, right here, but it says some evidence. Let me scroll up. Evidence suggests deliberate cultivation of cereal, specifically rye, by the Natufian culture at what? Tel Abu Uwayyada. Okay, most people don't even know what that is, but when I continue reading, you'll see what's happening. So these people had a culture in which we produce a lot of, and these was our ancestors. So we can see where our ancestors from. Y'all should read it right there. It says the world's oldest evidence of bread making is being found at Shubayaka, a 14,000-year-old site in Jordan Northeast Desert. Okay, these people are dangerous, but I don't know why they put these falls there. I know why. Satan just in control. In addition, the oldest known evidence of bear, because black people, African, Bantu, Hebrew Israelites from Africa, we make beer. We can make beer, we can make palm wine, any rum, strong drink, whatever it is. We were the first people to do this on this earth. The oldest known evidence of bear dating to approximately 13,000 BP, meaning before present, was found at the Rakefet cave in Mount Carmel near what? Haifa in Israel. Now, these people letting you know that. Let me just bounce up here right quick. The Natufian, right away, the Natufian community is maybe the ancestors of the builders of the first Neolithic settlements of the region, which may have been the earliest in the world. Natufians founded a settlement where Jericho is today. You see that? Natufians carrying E1b1a and E1b1b. They say E1b1b. I know why they put it there too. They had to put it in there. All right, to make Esau, because this Esau run this internet neo. See certain things. See, let me show you something. In order for you to tell a lie, a good lie, you have to put some truth into it, because they're a bunch of liars. In order to make this lie sound good, you got to put some truth into it. So they make sure I put Israel in there, your DNA Israel, E1b1a, but they had to stick themselves in there also. Esau was always among us in Eo. So in Israel, we always had Edomites there, such as the Herodian dynasty. Under David also, David conquered the Edomites. They became our servants, you see what I'm saying? The Herodian dynasty, where a majority of the Pharisees was Edomites. So yeah, you're going to find Edomite DNA there. Beautiful. So what I'm saying here does prove that who we are, our people are the Hebrew Israelites. Our DNA we scattered to the four corners already, taken out of West, Central, and South Africa, all right, mainly specifically from West Africa, but we are one specific people from Africa, or from Israel, who was scattered into Africa. Okay? I don't know. I guess with that, I don't know. I guess with that, I will have to, come back. I'm gonna come back and make some more videos. All praises. All praises. I don't know how to do this thing.